whoops. I didn't mean for the music to just abruptly end like that. Okay. First of all, hello, welcome to the stream, everybody. I have avoided pretty much everything related to this direct to the point where my friend Tony not only sent me the link to the direct so I wouldn't have to snoop around YouTube, but he even gave me the song I wanted to play for the intro. And I got a message on Discord. I was like, "Oh, let me check that real quick." And then when I switched tabs, it instantly stopped playing it. I was like, "Oh, right. That's how that works." Very good. Welcome to the stream, everybody. There was a direct today.
Did you know there was a Nintendo Direct today?
Here's what I know. Apparently it opens with Pokemon, and that's it. That's all. That's literally the only detail I know. And that I wasn't even like, "Oh shit, what?" I was like, "Oh wait, really? Pokemon was in this direct?" I'm just more surprised because like Pokemon normally does their own thing. So all right. Before I begin showing you the trailers, I'm sure you've all watched it. Please don't let me know of anything coming up. I will be enjoying the reactions for the first time myself. I don't know if this is a good direct or not, but I was sent an eye emoji with a lot of motion blur. So that's my only impression of the direct before going in. But I figured I'd share some predictions, even though there was already the direct is already out. Maybe some of these will be funny to hear. You can post your kappas if you want, or your smiley faces. Just don't make it obvious, I guess. But here's my genuine predictions. No next console. Pikmin 4 will be there. I think there will probably be video games. Nintendo Switch has games. I think, okay, genuinely, Minecraft 3 will be there. And you know what? It's going to be Minecraft 3. They were thinking of doing Minecraft 2, but they realized Xenoblade Chronicles 2 has the copyright holds on the number 2, so they skipped straight to 3. But Xenoblade 3 was unsuccessful at actually getting the third copyright for 3. So, that Minecraft's like, all right, 3 will do. Big thumbs up. Okay, real impressions. Let me look. I messaged a friend earlier. Let me just read what I wrote to him. Okay, my predictions are, let's see, what I say. Speaking to the wall here, but the only things I can think of right now that would blow me away is like an F-Zero or Earthbound maybe. I'm reading the text deliberate, like word for word. I don't honestly expect Switch 2, and Xenoblade best be done because I'm satisfied for a bit there. I do know Pikmin 4 should be there, as Nintendo said as much in the announcement. Might see Prime 4, ? Maybe ? Oh shit, I forgore Defo Mario Kart DLC and Splatoon 3 DLC. But fun fact, the Splatoon 3 DLC will be called Splatoon 4 because Minecraft got the rights to the number 3. So 4 will be the next best thing that they can do. Okay. That's not the right layout. You got to see my beautiful, well, I don't know about that, but you got to see my face. We're high exposure. 10%? 10% what? 10% milk? I'm like 10% Mountain Dew right now. I woke a let's see. I woke a 12-hour shift today. That's what I was going to say. Yep. I worked a 12-hour shift today. So if I seem out of it, as evident by I woke a 10-hour shift, 12-hour shift today, then, if my reactions aren't as like over the top as they have been in the past, that would be why. 10% milk, $10 net worth. How much percent of milk do you guys think Louis is? Also, I need I need to orient myself. I need to like move back. Also, if the camera's frame rate sucks, I know. I'm working on maybe eventually getting a new one. I have to limit it at 29 FPS, so almost 30. And that's just to get around that issue that I've had where my webcam sync goes all over the place. Let me fix the exposure and then we will begin on the cam. Do let me know when we begin how the volume is. Turn down the gain. It's doing nothing. I'm sliding the gain all the way around. It's doing nothing. All right. Oh, it's because the exposure's on auto. Yeah, let's bring that down. We want that at that. Here we go. That looks a little nicer. All right, I look like a real human. Nintendo re-uploaded the regular Direct without the time frames. I'm just going to hit play on my keyboard and not look at any of the time frames. So I will hit start. And begin. Before you begin, hang on, I got a before we begin. What's going on? I'm not looking at the screen. What do I need before I begin? Do I need to acknowledge the fact that behind me is Kevin wielding his trusty knife, ready for any kind of action, and the movie Click will be joining us here. Okay. What games that you've played are you predicting will be ported? Oh, I don't know what kind of ports we'll see. I don't know anything about that. Let's just hit play. I do. You're right. You know what? I'll let this play because it's Pokemon and I don't have much of an opinion. You are right. I do tend to like play something and then it comes out on Switch. If I had to make a prediction that would actually make me excited, would be F-Zero, of course. Pikmin 1 and 2? I would like those with like non-Wii remote controls. As good as they are, they're also not good, in my opinion. People who were like only watch direct reactions is like, what the fuck? Why? How can you say this? I'm good. Sorry, even though I'm tired as shit, I am very excited for this Direct. And unfortunately, Pokemon fans, I have not played the new Pokemon, so I have no opinion on the DLC. I couldn't even tell you what of this is new. I'm assuming this character's new. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen fan art of this character yet. How could you not like the sensor bar? That motherfucker's right here too. This motherfucker. I got it like tied down so it doesn't like. So when I do drop it, it doesn't go too far. That's as high up as I can pull it. Nintendo Switch has games. Nintendo Switch has bear and monkey and bird. Are those new starters like for the DLC? What am I looking at? Again, haven't played it. I'm not uninterested in this gen or really any gen. I am just good on Pokemon right now after playing Black and White and other games not too long ago. You know, it's like Colonel Sanders. I do know, apparently, at least maybe inspiration or maybe it's direct involvement, but apparently Toby Fox worked on the soundtrack for this game. Which, I like Toby's work. Even though I've played none of his games, I've heard most of his music and it's always great. One day, maybe. problem with me playing Undertale is I've seen full playthroughs of that game multiple times, and it's not necessarily a game I'm like. Deltarune, on the other hand, I've only seen one playthrough of the first chapter, and I was kind of interested. So, they added seals.
Welcome aboard, Egg.
Holy shit. I think that was a Pikachu. The Indigo Disc. I'll show you my
Hello,
Indigo
everyone.
Disc.
I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be one of your guides for today's Nintendo Direct.
I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi, and I'll also be joining
That's my
today.
Indigo Disc.
That was the latest trailer for the Hidden Treasure of Area Zero, the paid DLC.
Also,
for the
Koizumi's
Pokemon
back.
Scarlet
Haven't seen his
and
face in a
Pokemon
while.
Violet games. The first half of
How's
the
the
trailer
volume?
took
Too
place
loud?
at a
Loud
festival in
enough?
the countryside.
While the second half
Don't want it
seemed
to be
a
louder than me.
completely different location, a futuristic academy.
Oh yeah, there'll
in the
be
middle of
10
the ocean.
farm games here as well.
More details on this DLC will be available in the future.
And after today's Nintendo Direct, a special event will be held in Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. We hope you'll
Sorry, I just gotta
participate.
I gotta rev up
Okay,
and
let's see
get
our
ready for a
first batch of
launch.
headlines.
Just like 3, 2, 1.
It's a supersonic squad of superstars.
I know that guy.
Sonic and friends are spin dashing into a brand new 2D side-scrolling game.
So I guess I haven't really talked about this game too much.
Zones away. Speed through
Was
beautiful
this
worlds
already
as Sonic.
confirmed to be on Switch?
Take to the skies as Tails. Scale walls and glide as Knuckles.
I feel like it was.
Or swing a powerful hammer as Amy Rose.
It does look like it's a good game, and it doesn't look like it's Sonic the Hedgehog 4.
By harnessing the incredible
So
power of the
it
Chaos Emeralds,
seems
you
good.
can summon
I'm
a
not
storm of
huge
clones.
into 2D Sonic though. I know,
Uncover
it's
hidden
just one L
secrets,
take after another today.
and so much more.
Oh, this does look cool though. I will probably get this
And
game anyways
for the
though.
first time in the series,
I don't
local
hate
co-op
them.
is available for up to 4 players.
Oh right, yes, Kirby and the Forgotten Skunk. Or no, not Forgotten Land.
Combine your
Dream
powers and
Skunk.
take on the evil Dr.
Returns to
Eggman.
Dream Skunk.
When Sonic Superstars
It's
launches
stinky.
on the Nintendo Switch system this fall.
New information was in this trailer. Okay. Yeah, I don't follow it enough.
Cozy life is just around the
Farm!
corner. Welcome to Palia. In this free-to-play
Are we gonna
adventure
co-op Sonic?
set,
We
create
could
the idyllic
talk
life
about
of your
it.
dreams, alongside in-game
The big thing
characters
is
and
it's
players
local
from
only,
all
so
over the
no
world.
online.
Build houses,
And
decorate your home plot,
I like doing
grow
local.
crops in your garden, and more.
It's gonna be 12
with
zones.
other
That
residents
seems
in
like a lot.
online
How many
co-op
was in
or
Sonic
carve
3 and
out your
Knuckles?
blissful life solo.
Wasn't it 8?
And if you're eager to explore, there's plenty of life
12
beyond the
whole
village.
zones seems like a
Set
lot.
off on a vast journey to uncover Palia's many mysteries.
No?
Or just kick
I
back
don't
and
know
relax
shit.
at home.
14.
How
Oh.
you live is entirely
Still,
up
Sonic
to
3 and
you.
Knuckles is more or less 2 games,
What
right?
kind of coziness will you choose?
12 whole zones for a
Palia
new
is
game.
free to play
Not bad.
and launches on Nintendo
And none of
Switch
them are Green
this
Hill
holiday.
Zone! Not one of them!
Ignite your heart.
No Green Hill Zone!
The Phantom Thieves return.
Ah,
in
yes,
this
Persona
tactical
5.
spin-off of Persona 5.
But it's
When the
XCOM.
group ends up in an unfamiliar world, they must join forces
This
with
is
a
a skip? Nah,
revolutionary
I don't
named
skip
Arena
the trailers.
to combat the armies that have taken control. During battle, assess the situation and determine
I like
whether to
Persona
unleash an
5.
attack up
I
close,
would
from
like to
far,
play through
or
Royale
using
at some
a
point.
persona.
I didn't. I guess I didn't like Persona 5
Knock
enough to
enemies
finish
down
it though.
To perform another action called One
I
More.
feel like I
Then
mention this
surround
every
your
time
foes and take
one of
them
the
out with
Persona 5
dramatic
spin-off
flair
games
using the new
appear,
all-out
but
attack. Triple threat.
I'm just kind of the only thing
The
with
fusion
Persona
ability
that
from the
I'm really
Persona
like
series returns,
have
allowing
any
you
kind
to
of real
combine
opinion on though
personas
right
to
now.
form other ones.
Oh, fuck,
What is
Dromar.
Arena's true objective?
Is
and
I
what
kind of
truths
find
lie
that Persona
hidden in
3
this
remake to be
strange
really
world?
disappointing that it doesn't
A
have
revolutionary
any of the
tale will
content
ignite
from
when Persona
the
5
like
Tactica
definitive
launches on
edition
Nintendo
of
Switch,
that.
November 17th. Pre-orders for the
Derma.
physical version of the game
What about
begin
Derma?
today. Please check your local retailers.
Also, is this guy like too loud or is he fine on volume?
Step into
I
a
don't think I
Saturday
saw
morning
anyone who
cartoon.
confirmed volume levels.
Calling
Should I turn it
all
down?
Heroes for the first-person roguelike adventure, MythForce.
He is
Enter a
fine.
high fantasy world inspired by
sure he
Saturday
is.
morning cartoons of the past. It's up to you to stop the
game
evil
has a nice art
Daedalus from
style.
taking over, but it won't be easy. Treacherous tombs
Scooter!
and cryptic castles threaten your survival.
Boner!
Wield medieval weapons and legendary magic to smite hordes of monsters. During each run, you can find treasure to help boost your character's abilities, weapons, and more.
I love Skutal.
Plus, up to 4
Did you
brave
know-
heroes can share the adventure in online
Did you know
co-op.
you
Drop in and out at any time
are
as you face the
a
many
skeleton
perils ahead.
piloting a meat
By
mech?
the power of teamwork.
This is not my joke, but
MythForce launches on the Nintendo
very
Switch
true.
system this year. This Splatfest is going to be pretty sweet.
yo. Wait. Splatoon 4.
The next
Online
Splatfest
co-op.
for the Splatoon 3 game.
Online
has
co-op
been
for what?
confirmed.
Also, yeah, I am. Hang
Okay,
on.
Squids,
I am getting.
here's the theme.
I am getting some drop frames right now. What's going on with that? No, that's not Twitch. That's me. Hang on. I may need to do a router reset. We haven't had one of these in a while. This is probably the most unfortunate time for this to happen. Okay, hang on. I'm going to stop the stream, restart my router. Sorry, this will be annoying. I'll be back in 10 minutes. Okay? See you in a second. My dog's name is Captain Falcon, also known as Douglas, also known as Cleo, also known as Cleocatra, also known as something. Chat overlay is not working. Let's see. Let's give a good reset here. Thank you everyone for your patience during this. Trust me, I'm just as annoyed as you are. Probably more. Trust me. I would be like, okay, whatever. If this was Katamari and this was happening, I'd be like, okay, whatever. Don't do this during my fucking Nintendo Direct. I'll fucking shit on the floor. Hang on. Okay. Are we back? One more time. I'll post emote, post Bulba. Okay, looks like it's running. All right, I'm gonna fucking resume. How many subs for you to shit on the floor right now? 100. Bare cheek. Everything. You'll see it all. Okay, let's resume.
Which flavor of ice cream is best? Vanilla, strawberry, or mint chip?
The best
This
flavor of
Splatfest
ice
will be
cream
held
is
during the dates shown
Bluebell.
on screen.
What was it? Aaron, you get the you eat it. What was it?
These choices are delicious.
Cookie. What was it?
Guide
Why-
your favorite flavor to
I'm so
victory.
like tired and stressed right now. I can't even remember my favorite kind of ice cream.
Plus, get splatting in themed battles with challenges. More Splat-tastic events
Cookie
are on the
two-step.
way.
Yep. Thank
Be on the
you.
lookout for more info in the future.
All right, that looked pretty all right. We're back to Pokemon again. Oh, it's Detective Pikachu? Or no? Wait, is it?
To promote an even stronger bond
Yep.
between the people and Pokemon of Rhyme City.
I've played a demo for this.
I hereby proclaim this day the start of Pokemon Friendship
Is this a port or is this a new game?
Goodman,
I don't know enough
Pikachu.
about the original.
you two are the ideal detective duo.
Mint chocolate chip does not taste like toothpaste. Thank you. I actually like mint. That's not Ryan Reynolds. They could not afford that.
This is just the beginning.
This is the original VA.
Light roast today, huh?
Remember when Detective Pikachu came out in Japan and then it was like 4 years of radio silence or something for a Western release? And then they just like, I don't want to say shadow dropped it, but it was like announced, came out, and then to like no fanfare at all. Spit!
There is something the two of you must know.
You too, based on our deductions.
I mean, the Detective Pikachu movie was great.
A bolt of brilliance. The name's Pikachu.
And the demo I played for this game was pretty good.
A great detective.
I enjoyed.
Sure wish somebody
I
would
just
bring me
haven't played the
some
whole game.
coffee.
Was that October 6th?
That was Detective Pikachu Returns.
Returns.
Looks like he still loves coffee.
What
Coffee.
cases will Tim and this tough-talking Pikachu
I was listening to the Disc Only
More info
podcast again
will be
today,
revealed in the future.
and they were talking
Next,
about how someone
take
at
a
a
look at
con
this.
just like grabbed a handful of like coffee grinds and just ate them. Yo, you know, this game. What is that? You know, I was thinking of playing this game, the original version of. And why does it look like that? It's called Returns because Xenoblade has the rights to the number 2. Yes. All right, so I have never played Super Mario RPG. I've played a lot of other Mario RPGs, just not ever the original. I can't tell you if this looks great or not, but it looks great to me. I will say it's a little weird having them be like a little bit, but it's also the original art style. And they got Genome Soldier. I've heard a lot of good things about this game. All right, chat, without telling me the date, is this soon, yes or no? Because that determines if I start Mario or Luigi. This was the original Big Yoshi. Yes, it was from this game. I do know that. Music sounds great. It's after I move. There's a lot of time after I move, so I guess that's not specific. I mean, I wouldn't have started. Look at them! Look at the HD! The Game Awards came early. I believe you mean the Gabe Awards. $117. That is actually pretty soon.
Originally released on Super
Ooh,
NES,
chat,
Super
I
Mario
might not
RPG
play Mario and
returns
Luigi.
with brand new graphics.
That's really soon.
Whether you played the
I'll see
original
how I
game or
feel.
not, why not take the opportunity to jump?
I mean,
into
I
the very
might.
first
I don't know.
RPG
Mario and
in the
Luigi's not
Mario
that long, but
series?
this game
Mr. Koizumi,
technically comes
that
first,
last
don't it?
trailer featured Mario, but he's not the only one getting a game.
Huh? What do you mean?
Let's take a peek.
Yoshi? Oh my god, who the fuck is Princess Peach? This is a new
That's
game, though.
right. Princess Peach will star as the main character in a brand new game.
Finally!
When she
Super
steps
Princess
on this
Peach
particular
2!
spot on
Give me
stage.
back the Vine Scepter! Yes!
Whoa.
Yes!
What on earth is happening?
That's all we'll show for now. We'll share more details at a later date. Mr. Koizumi, there's actually something else.
What?
What?
A visually enhanced version of Luigi's Mansion Darkmoon, originally released on Nintendo 3DS, is in development.
We hope you look
Hey,
forward
yo.
to seeing more of Luigi's ghostly antics.
It definitely does look like
Both games
a.
will launch next year.
It definitely does look like
Mario,
an HD
Princess
remaster of
Peach,
Luigi's Mansion.
And Luigi. Looks like Mario fans have a lot of
Forced
games to look forward
reaction?
to.
More
Get outta here.
details will be shared in the future.
No, I genuinely.
All right, let's see some more headlines.
I actually really like Luigi's Mansion too. Even if you might not be
Gotham
excited for it,
City's
dear
ultimate
chat member,
protector.
I really like Darkmoon. It's not my favorite Luigi's Mansion, but I think Darkmoon's a bit underrated.
I want you to know the fear that is coming.
What game is this?
It's the
Batman?
beginning of the end for you,
Ooh.
Dark Knight.
You know,
You're
I
all
just
going
wish
down.
Batman would get over that, you know, my parents are dead phase. Just get over it, bro.
You still know how to make an entrance.
Welcome to the madhouse.
I'm the Joker, baby.
Today's the Joker's big homecoming, and you're the guest of honor.
Soon I will command forces.
Oh, the
beyond your
peach reaction. Oh, yes, the peach reaction is forced, yes. But I mean, it looks okay, I guess.
This place is dangerous. I like it. Gotham would be ours.
Arkham Knight is a more demanding game. Yeah, I mean, this looks like a PS3 game. Maybe worse. Like running on Switch. I can tell this was actually recorded running on Switch. This is like the Witcher 3 levels of like,
You're always welcome.
it's cool that you're putting it on the console, but like,
Batman Arkham Trilogy.
it's a trilogy.
launches on
Okay,
Nintendo Switch
is this coming out on
fall.
other consoles, or is this just like a release for
Play
Switch?
Your cards right, mercenary. Lead your mercenaries through cursed dungeons in the lands of Gloomhaven.
Cursed dungeons.
Your tactical prowess is all that stands.
I know
between
something-
riches
I know a thing or
and
three
certain
about-
death.
I'll
This
show 'em
adaptation
a
of the
thing or
hit board
three
game features
about
turn-based
cursed
card
dungeons.
battles with RPG elements.
You ever played a game
Unleash
called
deadly
Pikmin 2?
combos And bring doom upon your foes. But beware, exhaustion is close at hand. Choose from 17 different mercenaries, brave over 260 grueling missions, and master over 1,000 abilities. Hone your deck, set up synergies, and gain every advantage to survive.
Oh yeah, the Darkmoon port, I
Grit
guess,
your
means we
teeth
technically
and
get
earn
the
your
Scare
keep
Scraper from
when
that,
Gloomhaven launches on the Nintendo Switch system,
which is better than the
September 18th.
Luigi's Mansion 3.
Pre-orders
Let's
for
hope
the
they don't botch it.
Mercenaries and gold editions begin
And it's
today
just like
on Nintendo eShop.
the same. There might be new game modes. I guess we'll see.
Keep the dance
Oh
party
fuck
going.
yeah, VOD mute. No, I just mute. I guess I can skip it. I don't care anything about Just Dance. Sorry. Wow, what a game.
Silent hope lies in a world without words. One day, a once peaceful realm was silenced by its king.
I know, like,
Seven
some people are,
worthless
like, only
warriors
here for,
will
like, the
rise.
big reveals. But,
In
like,
this action
I'm still
RPG,
interested to, like, watch
these
most of
heroes
these
bound by
trailers. It's
fate
just
must
that
work together
Just
to
Dance is a
explore
game
the
that comes
abyss
out,
and find
like,
a
every year.
secluded king.
it's just pop
However,
songs.
with its
There's not
ever-changing
really
dungeons
anything to
and
show.
powerful foes,
They could just do,
conquering the
like,
abyss
a
will
headline
be
that says
no
Just
easy
Dance
feat.
will, in fact,
Wield
still be
weapons
coming
like
out.
swords,
And then I'll be like,
bows, magic,
and then that's
and
all
more
the information
to survive
anyone ever
this
needs.
Deadly chasm. After you return to base, materials you've collected will help you cultivate resources and forge new items.
Farming game.
Forays into the abyss
This
will
looks
enable
like,
you to grow stronger and dive
Oh wait, is
deeper.
this? That looked like the cow from Harvest Moon. Is this that series?
Your guide on this
What they
journey
renamed
is
to
the
again?
kingdom's sorrowful princess, encased in a crystal of her
I was gonna
own
say this
tears.
looks like Bravely
And
Default's
through a
art style.
mysterious power, her voice
Which is a
reverberates
game
in the
I have not
hearts of the
played.
silent warriors. Why did the king steal the world's
I like the
words?
animated
And
cutscenes,
what
though.
awaits the warriors in the depths of the abyss?
Silent Hope.
dives
No,
onto
it's-
Nintendo Switch.
It's its own thing.
October 3rd.
Exceed Games.
Sparks will fly in these Nintendo Switch games.
But there's about to be Mario
Cast
Rabbids.
spells and cultivate
Sparks
your
of
best
Hope.
life in Fae Farm.
I was gonna be like, didn't
Make
that game
use of
already come
magic
out?
to complete tasks and fend off mischievous foes. Enrich your farm to help your character flourish. Decorate your space to improve your stats for the day ahead. and enchant your
I
friends
love
locally
me a
or
game of
online in
fun.
4-player co-op.
I
Fae Farm
love the
launches as a
smell of
console
fun.
exclusive on Nintendo Switch September 8th. Pre-orders, including an in-game bonus, are available now on
Have
Nintendo
you
eShop.
ever heard
Zoom into wild
of
racing
Stardew
action with
Valley?
Hot Wheels Unleashed 2
Holy shit.
Turbocharged. Choose from over 130 vehicles and
Wasn't
pull
there
off
a really
outrageous
good
stunts
Hot
to
Wheels
avoid
game
obstacles, find shortcuts,
that like people are
and
like,
knock
actually,
your
no,
rivals out
you
of the
should
way.
fucking play this. They didn't say that to me.
Unleash your creativity by modifying
Is this
your
that?
vehicles and
Or,
building
like-
your own tracks?
I mean,
Race
building
locally
your
with
own
friends
track
in
seems cool, I
split-screen
guess.
co-op. Plus, up to 12 players can hit the track online.
I did have these
Grab
things
the
as a kid,
wheel
like
when
the
this
track,
game speeds
like kids.
onto the Nintendo Switch system October 19th.
Holy fuck, my wheels are
Get
hot,
your
Lois.
chassis
Oh
looking
my god.
classy in Maniac
Peter!
Mechanics.
Your wheels are so
Grab a
hot!
part, fix it up,
Douglas,
and
Captain
toss it
Falcon,
over.
how you doing? I left the
Repair
door open.
vehicles quickly to earn points in solo play or 4-player co-op.
So this is
Watch out for
overcooked, but
treacherous pits,
mechanics?
pesky UFOs, and other workplace hazards. Maniac Mechanics launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch July 13th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. Introducing the second
Oh, there it
full
is!
DLC
They did
for
get the
Mario
sparks
plus
of the hope.
Rabbids Sparks of Hope.
Oh, it's DLC.
Mario and friends
no.
journey to a musical planet.
The
filled with
art
new
for that
areas to
character will be
explore
insane.
And new enemies to battle.
I heard that this game
What else
didn't
will
do
they
all that
find in
well.
this world of melodies?
Oh shit, there he
This
is.
new DLC, The Last Spark Hunter, launches later
I haven't
today.
played this or the first, but that's a little
demo
sad
of
to
the
me.
main game is available now
Because I know a
on
lot of
Nintendo
people like
eShop.
the first. Released today? Okay. Holy shit, Dragon Quest? Wait a minute, that's the artist who made the Dragon Ball? Y'all ready for Dragon Quest 2 HD?
You intend to take arms against me?
Very well.
I can definitely tell by the music. It's a quest.
You are now cursed, unable to harm monsters.
Voice acting.
Have to become a monster wrangler.
Wait. Okay, yeah, there's the motif. I was like, what is this? I've never played any Dragon Quest game, but I do recognize the motifs. This is not Dragon Quest 3 HD. Oh, okay. I do know that that's like a thing that like people were hoping for. I don't know if it shows up. This looks like a mobile game. I hate to say it. The UI gives me that. Dragon Quest Pokemon. Boots.
The so-called hero is here.
Oh, I know that one. Is that the hero that is voiced by Ocarina of Time Link VA or
That
no?
was Dragon Quest Monsters, the Dark Prince.
One of them
Square Enix.
is in Smash Brothers.
What kind of journey will you take to become the master of monster kind? Please be on the lookout for more info in the future.
Next, we have more news on a certain game with plant-like creatures.
Oh, finally! Oh, that's Pikmin.
Welcome to the Rescue Corps. As its newest recruit, you'll venture to a mysterious planet with all sorts
It's
of
the
life forms.
Mamuti!
There,
Where-
you'll meet plant-like creatures called Pikmin. And the adorable rescue pup, Ochi. Good boy.
I hate
Your
that the
mission,
Mamuta
should you
is hairy.
choose to
I love it.
accept repair the damaged Rescue Corps spaceship and save any castaways you find. All right, let's explore.
I love
together.
Pikmin 3. I like
Once
Pikmin
plucked,
2 more than I like
are ready
Pikmin
for
1.
action. Blow
But I
your
have
whistle
problems
to
with
gather
it. Is
them
that the
and
treasure
have
radar
them
on the top,
follow
or is that
you.
your timer?
Throw your little bugs at
thing's
things,
timer.
and they'll start working for you. Ochi will also prove to be a great canine companion.
I guess this is fair. Not a
He
lot
can
of people
carry
do.
items with Pikmin.
Oh shit, he's strong.
Or smash obstacles in your way.
I like the idea
And
of
if you need
going
a
in a
flotation
house,
device,
but
well,
it begs the question, what happened to
there you go.
post-apocalypse?
Ochi can even stand up to the wildest creatures.
Fuck him up! Kill him!
Collect
End
lots
his
of
days!
treasures scattered around the planet to fix the spaceship's radar and open up new areas to explore.
This game looks fantastic, which shouldn't surprise you. That is a
Exploration
big
isn't limited to
cannon beetle,
surface,
by the
though.
way.
Why not take the plunge underground?
Oh, here we go. Caves.
Here, a
Are they
completely
random?
different environment awaits. Unusual
Looks complicated.
contraptions.
I don't hate
Native
caves. I just
creatures.
wish they were better.
And even more treasures are around every corner. You might unexpectedly find some castaways, too.
Yo, the mans. There he goes.
Hey, wait a minute.
What
This
happened
leafy
to Olimar?
individual just nabbed the castaway. You
Wait, is
gotta
this
stop
like-
him. It's
Is that
time
like
for a
the
Dandori
Pikmin
battle.
Olimar from the bad ending?
Embrace the art of Dandori by strategically
Dandori.
issuing commands to your Pikmin and Ochi. Collect more objects than your opponent within the time limit to win,
That
and
other
save
dog
the
looks
castaway.
like something. I don't think my dog looks like that.
By rescuing castaways, you'll be able to do more activities back at base camp, which is right next to your spaceship.
I
Train
heard there's a
Ochi and
character
teach him
creator
new
in
skills.
this. Buff level 3.
Or build new equipment and items to help make exploration
Just
more
bring
manageable.
me the Piccolopedia.
For the first time in
And
the
then this is
Pikmin
the best
series,
game of
you
all
can
time.
eventually set out for night expeditions. But there's a catch. Nightfall sends creatures into a frenzy, so stay alert. Thankfully, you'll come across the new Glow Pikmin,
Glow
which only
Pikmin.
appear at night.
Ghost.
Find luminols that produce valuable glow sap. These mounds also attract various wildlife, so use Glow Pikmin to drive them away and protect the luminols.
The Luminoth. Oh, I can tell I'm gonna lose a lot of Pikmin.
Many more surprises
Ready
await
for
on this
genocide all
uncharted
over
planet.
again.
But with the Pikmin and Ochi by your side,
Scorpio.
no challenge is too big
New bosses.
or too small.
Was that a
Pikmin
Moai I
4.
saw? Looks like a
In
good game
past
to me.
Pikmin games, you had to return
The-
to your
the main
spaceship
thing
before
is-
sundown. However,
Give
in
me the
this latest
controls of
entry,
Pikmin
you
3,
can
and
now
then this
venture
game will
out
be
at
great.
night.
That's my real only problem with
We hope you
Pikmin
can
1 and
lead the
2,
Pikmin
is
on your
that
expedition.
I couldn't get used to the old school control
we have
style.
even more Pikmin news to share.
Hey, Pikmin 2!
HD versions of the first two Pikmin games, originally released on Nintendo GameCube, will launch on Nintendo eShop later today.
Plus, ahead of the game's
$10
release,
net
a
worth.
demo of Pikmin 4 will be available on Nintendo eShop on June 28th. The demo can be enjoyed
Would
even
you?
if you've never played a game in the Pikmin series
It's like a
before.
couple
So we
days
hope
before
you'll
I
try
go
it
to
out when it
vacation.
releases.
Oh, God. I'll
Okay,
pick those up
let's see a few
probably,
more
but I'm not
headlines.
playing through them right now. It's the GameCube versions.
The renowned series of stealth action games is infiltrating Nintendo Switch as Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1.
I guess we
This
already knew this was coming to
compilation
Switch.
includes Metal Gear Solid. Infiltrate and regain control of Shadow Moses Island.
It's
Metal
cool to
Gear
actually
Solid
see it's
2,
the
Sons of
original
Liberty.
version of MGS1, though
Locate and
also kind
retrieve
of
a
disappointing it's
deadly
not Twin
amphibious
Snakes,
weapon.
because Nintendo has
Metal
part
Gear
ownership
Solid
with that.
3, Snake Eater. Survive the jungle
3 is
and
the best.
confront your former mentor. You can also enjoy the games that started the series, Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake.
They have good music,
as well
I'll
as
give
the
them
NES
that.
versions of both Metal Gear and Snake's Revenge.
Nope. Nope.
This compilation also contains the first Metal Gear Solid digital graphic novel.
I am looking forward to
and its
3
sequel.
Delta, but I don't know if I'm necessarily going to stream that, considering I just played MGS3.
Master books with story and
I
character
probably
info,
will. I don't know.
strategy guides for each game,
Nice.
and a digital soundtrack. Metal Gear Solid
Today.
Master Collection Volume 1. launches on Nintendo Switch October 24th.
Whenever they wait to reveal it, it's like today. Nah.
The first 3 Metal Gear Solid games will also be available separately on Nintendo
This does say Volume 1, which means eventually
it's time to survive.
Metal Gear Solid 4 will not be on the goddamn PlayStation 3!
Vampire Survivors is coming to Nintendo Switch. Do you have what it takes to survive a 30-minute onslaught of monsters?
I think you just streamed Pikmin in MGS. Yep, I just finished Pikmin 2 last week and Metal Gear Solid 4 like 3 weeks ago. I've streamed the whole series aside from 5 in Metal Gear Solid and I guess Revengeance and some other spin-off stuff. But the main series is done for MGS. Same with Pikmin.
You'll acquire weapons and upgrades for your character, so shape them as you see fit.
I am a very big fan of Metal Gear. I also think some of those games haven't aged great, but I'll get them for my Switch. I'm getting that collection.
Find out when Vampire
I'll probably get Pikmin 1 and 2 as well. I don't know.
August 17th.
I mean, hey, that's a way for me to own it. Keep in mind, I don't actually own...
Pigeons? Sounds pretty
well, actually, I do own the collection, but...
You're a pigeon.
Anyways,
yeah,
pigeon.
You heard that right.
This is important.
Play online in this rhythm battle royale and aim to be the last bird standing. Up to 30 players
Wait, is this...
can ruffle each other's feathers.
Is this audio? This sounds not copyright friendly.
You're a slingshot to play
okay.
music in First Piano Shooter.
It sounds very similar to I Need a Hero.
To the sky and more. With over 20 minigames, you're in for an impeccably good time. Get ready to shake those pigeon tails when Headbangers Rhythm Royale
where,
pops its way onto Nintendo Switch
where
October
is
31st.
everybody want to switch?
Ready, set,
there
go!
it is! No, it's
Penny
not.
is on the run, entangled in a chaotic audition that veered way off script. She's managed to make some powerful enemies and a newly animated friend. In this 3D
like this art style.
platforming adventure from the team behind Sonic Mania, you'll explore
really?
the bright and
I can tell
colorful
visually,
world of
actually, now that he
Macaroon,
says that.
and help Penny and Yo-Yo escape the clutches of the grouchy Emperor Eddie. Perform stylish acrobatic tricks to avoid Eddie's massive horde of pushy penguins. And power up Yo-Yo to protect Penny from foul play. You can also put your speedrunning skills to the test in time attack mode to unlock
I love
special
being a
items,
speedrunner.
complete secret
First
stages,
playthrough
and more.
speedruns.
This is your big break, after all. Take the stage when Penny's Big Breakaway launches on Nintendo Switch early next year.
Let's see how much we had left.
Rev
Oh,
up
there it
for
is.
Wave 5.
All right.
A brand new course is racing into
Beta.
Wave 5 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster
Hey, this
Course
kind of
Pass DLC.
almost looks like Mario Kart 8
Introducing
graphics.
Squeaky Clean Sprint. More characters are also being added.
He
From
is.
Mario Kart Double Dash, PD Piranha.
He looks so small.
From Mario
Oh,
Kart 7,
everyone's favorite.
Wiggler.
He looks so weird and angry.
And from Mario Kart Tour, Kamek.
That is not how you say that word. You cannot convince me.
Wave 5 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game zooms onto Nintendo Switch this summer.
You're not
Active
actually going to
Nintendo
tell me
Switch
when?
Online Plus expansion pack members can enjoy this DLC at no additional cost. The DLC can also
By the
be
way,
purchased
it's
on its
Wednesday.
own.
Today is Wednesday, correct.
Two
Wednesday,
worlds,
and they
one
showed a
fateful
Wiggler.
encounter.
Now hang on
A
now.
remake of the second
put
Star
that away?
Ocean game, complete with new graphics that fuse 2D and 3D, is on the way. After a mission goes wrong, Federation
game
Officer
looks-
Claude is
I like the
stranded
art
on an
style of
undeveloped
the
planet.
renders.
There, he meets Reyna, who possesses mystical powers. Was it fate or mere coincidence?
The sprite
Soon
work
after, the two get
is
entangled in a sinister plot within the
good,
galaxy.
but looks weird
In
with
this
the lighting
science
engine.
fantasy RPG, select either Claude or Reyna as your hero and
I
play
love
through
Claude.
the story from their perspective. You'll also meet over a dozen potential allies from all walks of life. During your adventure, the
I like
hero
voice
you
acting.
chose and the decisions you make will have an impact on who can be recruited to your cause.
The enemy, is it?
Battles take place
Yeah, I
in real
am.
time, and skills can be performed
Oh,
with
this
a
looks
single
like
button.
Octopath. No.
New combat features in this remake include stunning enemies with chain attacks.
Did somebody
And
say
having allies
chain
not in your current party
attacks?
unleash follow-up attacks, letting you map out strategic battles in your favor. As you search for a way home, an ancient prophecy will unfold and your destiny will be awakened. Save the planet in Star Ocean: The Second Story Arc, launching on Nintendo Switch
Looks good.
November 2nd.
I don't know if that's necessarily for me, but that looks like a good game.
It's time to move it, Wario style. Get
Wait.
ready for more micro game mayhem in the latest WarioWare game.
Already? Didn't we just get a new one like 2 years
Hold
ago?
2 Joy-Con controllers, then action.
Why he moving his ass?
Move your body to
I
take
guess
on
the
a
other one was
flurry
kind of
lightning
a
fast
spin-off. This is
micro
also the
games.
first time we've gotten
What
2
you do
WarioWares on
and
one
How you
system.
move depends on the micro game. React quickly with the right movement, and you'll be on the road to victory.
Oh, everyone hates that game.
If you've got 2 pairs of
64
controllers,
DS?
play with a friend in local co-op. Sync
I
up
like
your
64
actions to
DS.
beat each micro game. Plus, up to 4 players
It
can
definitely
live it up across various mini games.
reminds me of
and
smooth
party
moves a
mode.
lot,
For
so I like
example,
that.
This dicey board game is going to keep you on your toes.
I liked the most recent WarioWare, but it was just okay.
Get your body moving in over 200 lightning-fast micro games. In
like that train.
WarioWare, move it. Launching
It's
on
weird.
the Nintendo
I
Switch
feel like-
system November 3rd.
I felt like they
Pre-orders
already
begin
had a
today
game
on
called
Nintendo
WarioWare
eShop.
Move It, but I guess not.
Why aren't you saying anything?
It's no land or world game, but you know
He was
what?
so into it, I didn't want to
I like the
interrupt.
Wario Land series,
Anyway,
or WarioWare.
This is the
I was actually
latest
thinking-
WarioWare game.
I was actually thinking
You
of
use your
streaming
entire
a
body to strike
WarioWare
different
game,
poses
so I guess not.
and complete micro
Just
games.
wait for this. That's fine.
We have a few more things to share.
Just a few, huh?
Families can join
Oh,
the fun
boy.
at Nintendo Live 2023. Play games, enjoy live performances, take photos with some of your favorite characters, and more. Plus, cheer
When
on
Twisted
your favorite
comes to
players in
NSO, is
2
that confirmed to be on
championships.
NSO?
Eligible attendees can also compete in on-site
I guess they have the
tournaments
original
and
GBA
participate in a last chance qualifier.
WarioWare as well, don't they?
This all-ages celebration is free and will take place September 1st through 4th in Seattle, Washington. Registration for Nintendo Live
Sorry,
2023
I'm not
ends
gonna
June
move after
22nd.
all. I have to go
Head
to
over
that.
to the official website and enter the random drawing for a chance to receive tickets. PAX West badge holders interested in attending can visit the official PAX West website for more details. Those not selected will have another chance to attend. with the
Those
3
not
challenge
selected,
cups this
you
summer.
suck.
The
Get
top
good.
10 players from each
Skill
will get
issue.
tickets. Please visit the official website for more details.
No, I'm
See
kidding.
you there.
That's cool. I like that they're doing
a
events.
vast number of players are enjoying their time in Hyrule in The Legend of Zelda:
I am.
Tears of the Kingdom.
I'm ready to
which
see
released
some
last
shiggies
month.
in chat. Post the shiggies.
Thank you all very much.
You're welcome. Please don't announce
An
DLC.
amiibo figure of Link from the game was released to coincide with the game's launch. New amiibo of
Ah.
Zelda and Ganondorf are planned to be released this
Ganondorf
holiday.
looks a
We
little
hope you're
silly.
looking forward to them.
I like Ganon so far.
Okay, this next segment will be our last announcement. Please take a look.
That's a Mario game.
Onward and upward.
Why does he look like that? Whoa, it's got like a claymation style? Oh, they got the doodas. The doodadoos. You know what? It doesn't look like new soup. Finally, Mario fans no longer believe that they have been forgotten. Specifically a One Magazine style. I don't know what you're talking about, but this does look great. I'm not losing my shit over this, necessarily, because I'm not I like Mario, but I'm not the biggest Mario nut you'll ever meet. This does look really good, though, actually. I like the hippo balls. I don't understand them, but... Stretch! Oh, this looks like it's actually gonna be pretty good, though. Oh, there's a lot of really interesting stuff going into this one. A Wonder Seed. Wonder. There's no new in there! Smelly! Oh, Buckenberry. Or no, wait, that's a la Gold. Daisy is real! Where's Waluigi? Wiggler on a Wednesday again! Oh, that's new Yoshi lines right there. Oh my god, actually. This game actually looks really good. What the hell? Oh. All right. Wait a minute. That's like really soon. There are several games that they announced today that come out after this.
That Goomba looks so well then.
Don't even fucking listen to him. Fuck you.
That was the brand new 2D side-scrolling Mario game, Super Mario Brothers Wonder.
Reverb?
When you touch a Wonder Flower, expect the unexpected.
He said, and I goddamn motherfucking quote,
something different for
Wonder.
example.
There were also flowers talking. Daisy is playable. And Mario became an
This game actually looks really good.
Happened.
Holy
We'll share
shit.
more details in the future,
It
so we
turns
hope you'll
out-
look forward to it.
Spending like
That's all for
what,
today's
like nearly a
Nintendo Direct.
decade away from the new Soup
Thank
series,
you for watching.
and then dropping this, it makes me kind of excited. Okay. Well, thank you. First of all, I do want to, I don't know if I said this or not before I started, but huge fucking shout outs to my friend Tony, who DM'd me not only the intro song that I played, but this link to this direct. So that way, when I do this, I didn't get spoiled by like this. Or I guess that's this was down there, but I probably wouldn't have seen that. I did catch a glimpse of this, and I'm like, that's an old trailer. I know it. I saw that thumbnail when I was like going to like do this, hit that button. But okay. Time to watch The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Okay, no. I'm just gonna rapid through some stuff here again. Overall, that wasn't like, there was no Earthbound or F-Zero. So, like I said at the start, I wasn't necessarily like blown away. However, there were very good announcements in here. I'm sorry, Pokemon fans. I just don't have an opinion on it. This looks good. Looked good the last time I saw it. It looks like a Switch game with this screenshot. I'll probably not be getting it on Switch. But good to see it's coming to Switch. No opinion on these things. Surprisingly, I have no... they didn't actually talk about the Splatoon DLC. Now I think about it. Weird. Thought that was supposed to be out over the summer. Let's see. Detective Pikachu looks okay. Haven't played the original. I didn't quite catch if this is this like a remaster or a sequel? It's got a new name. It's Returns. So like sequel, right? Or is it like the Hitman games where it's like sequel but also still the old game? It's a sequel, just straight sequel. They need to do what I just said, even though the game's probably already made. And it's Pokemon Company, so haha. Mario RPG. Genuinely, this was on a poll and almost won. Like, I think when I did the voting for, was it Pokemon? Black and White? I think it was on that poll, and it almost won, if I recall. I've never played Mario RPG. But I will be playing this on launch without a required poll. This looks like a great game. I mean, it looks visually, it looks very faithful. They even, I actually quite like how they kind of, like, Mario had a little bit of a design to him in this game that I've always noticed from the sprite work. That didn't quite look like Mario all the way. He's like, squishy, oh my god, he's so squishy. They like crunched him down, and then they give little clicks. And they seem to have done that again. This just looks, in my mind, again, I've only ever seen like sprites. I've never played the game. But in my mind, this looks exactly what I remember this screenshot looking like from like pictures. I've seen the Yoshi race. This is where Big Yoshi is, isn't it? He's like, I don't actually know, but he's somewhere around here, right? So there's that. It looks like it sounds like they're giving your boy Yasunori Mitsuda another run at the soundtrack, or at the very least, they're being very faithful to it. Yasunori Mitsuda, who did the work on this, Mario and Luigi, and of course, Xenoblade, is a very good composer. So I will be excited to at least hear that. It seems to be reorchestrated. There is an interesting divide in opinions, weirdly enough, on the like Mario and Luigi remakes and their soundtracks. So I'm making up my own mind right here without seeing any other internet reactions by saying this sounds good to me, but I also don't know the original music. If you're nostalgic for the original, I get it. Also, the Super Nintendo does just have some qualities that just kind of sound good. There's a reason a lot of like chiptune artists will straight up use Super Nintendos in their kits. So I get it. I could see either way. This sounds good to me though, and looks great. Maybe obviously HD graphic, maybe brain rot, maybe. I will say it does look a little weird seeing Mario just be like, Mom said it's my turn on the Xbox. Like, he straight up gives me vibes of this Link. This one in particular, right? And Peach especially. Geno looks fine. Like, I know everyone loses their shit over Geno. And just like the concept of that dude. I mean, fuck. I guess Nintendo and Square have been playing nicely, but I wonder, like, who approached who for this remaster? Because I don't see Square making the approach, and I see Nintendo being very scared to make the approach. So I would be curious to learn how this happened, but this looks great. I'm looking forward to it. I like how this game is just called Princess Peach Game for Nintendo Switch. Can I get some more visuals? I need to know something about Princess Peach Game for Nintendo Switch. It looks like a stage play, which I like the visual style of this. It's like
That's right. Princess Peach.
It's like a kind of 3D game, but you're on a stage.
When she steps on this particular spot on stage.
Huh?
She's like ballerina.
What on earth is happening?
Yeah, I guess there's not a whole lot to go off of there. I don't know. I mean, here I was just a minute ago saying I'm not that big of a Mario fan. And here I am also about to say I would probably get this game out of sheer curiosity, but I don't know, maybe not. Weirdly enough, I did play Super Princess Peach and liked it. I've never replayed it more than the one initial playthrough when it first came out in whenever that was, like 2007, whatever. It's okay. It's a little. I think it gets a little repetitive, and the level design is a bit long. But minor stuff. There's other like problems that people have with the game that I guess I won't go into. But it looks okay. I need to see more. Sorry, I'm just moving some stuff out of the way. I need to see more on the game to like know anything about it. Really, that wasn't enough for me. This, however. Okay, so when like people take like Ocarina of Time 3D or like let's come up with a less boring pick. Not that I dislike Ocarina, but just because Zelda's on the mind. Someone takes like Mario Kart 7 and then they upscale it in Citra and then do an HD texture pack. That's what this looks like. Majora's Mask 3D. Actually, Narrow's Majora's Mask 3D HD texture packs looks really, really good. That wasn't just like AI upscaling. That was like genuine work of like 2 or 3 years. That looks really good. If I ever play like MM3D like Rando, I would definitely use his texture pack. That said, this looks graphically, this looks fine. I love Darkmoon. Darkmoon is not my favorite. It is, in fact, my least favorite Luigi's Mansion game. There are only 3, which kind of sucks to hear and say, but I actually do really like it. It's like a 9 out of 10 for me. I really like this game. And seeing it on Switch is like, okay, this means I get to watch more people play the game as someone who does streaming, but also watches other streamers, or like Let's Players and stuff. This just means it's easier for people to play. It's a great game. You know what? Actually, visually, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is like more or less ported. This kind of looks like the arcade game. You want it on Switch, so don't get mad at you. Oh, I'm not getting mad. I want it on Switch too. I think this looks great. It kind of looks like the Luigi's Mansion arcade now that I think about it, though.
Originally released on Nintendo 3DS.
I can tell they upped Luigi's model. They redid the textures, so it's not just a straight port, but the lighting looks like identical, which is fine. It's just something I'm noticing, I guess. I have no opinion on DC, unfortunately. This is one of those games that it's like The Witcher 3. It's like, why is it on Switch? They upped his model, but they up his stink. Let's see. Yahoo! That's Mario's opinion on Luigi's smell right now. Hope this helps. If this, it says gameplay footage, not final, I guess. So that's important to know. I'm assuming this trilogy is not exclusive to Switch, but I'm only seeing a Switch logo on screen right now, so I don't know. But if this trilogy is on other platforms, you probably want to play it on other platforms. But I guess if this is all you have, I'll say, if all you have is a Switch, these ports are nice. But, I don't think... It's hard to say, because you do got to consider those people. There are plenty of people who only have Switches because PS5s are not cheap. And, I mean, arguably neither are Switches, but they are significantly cheaper, at least half the price. And quarter of the hardware. I rag on the Switch, but I do love it. I said this at the beginning of the stream, and I'll say it again. I wasn't expecting Switch 2 here, so I'm not upset that it's not here, or like whatever's next. God, I hope it's not called Switch 2. That would be the Wii U all over again. Whatever's next, I wasn't expecting to be here, but that should get announced soon. I think it's about time we at least get an announcement. I don't need it to be like out this year, I mean, they already said there's not going to be a new hardware successor in the fiscal year at the last like investors report. So like April at the earliest. It's fine. Perfect. I guess Switch was announced in what? September or October, and then came out in March. So September or October, roll it around again. Give me a reveal for the next console. And also, by the way, it would be real nice if you can have just like, you know, I take my Switch cart and put it in the new console. Bam, you just have the entire Switch library available. Seems like a good idea to me. Came out March 11th. Switch came out, yeah, March. Was it the 11th? I don't know the specific date. But yeah, the Switch came out in 2017, but it was like revealed in a September or November, like just Switch presentation. I remember they had rooftop parties. I know I got, yeah. I actually don't remember. I guess I thought it was March 3rd. The exact date doesn't really matter. But whatever. Regardless, yeah, Switch is old. It's old hardware. When did Spectre of Torment release? Oh, I don't know last year. Oh boy, Just Dance. Silent Hope looked okay. Fae Farm is Farm. Hot Wheels Unleashed, the sequel to Sonic Unleashed. Oh shit, they actually got the copyrights to the number 2? What the fuck? It was the 3rd. Okay. It's like within a week. It's not too big of a deal. But for some reason I just saw that number. I was like, wait, really? Yeah, whatever. I do remember the only reason why I know that is because like a few weeks before, I was at like an early press screening, because at the time I used to do gaming journalism, and I was at an early press thing in Chicago for the Switch, and it was like less than a month before the game came out, before this console came out, or something like. I think it was like around Valentine's Day, and then like yeah, less than a month later. Dragon Quest Monsters looks okay. I'm not a Dragon Quest fan, but I would like to get into the series, maybe. I'm going to start with Dragon Quest 2. No, I'm going to probably start with either 7 or 11, and probably 11. That said, this looks fine. If you're a Dragon Quest fan, maybe you're excited, maybe you're not. I just don't have an opinion other than it kind of looks like a mobile game. Pikmin 4. All right. So, as I mentioned, the Pikmin series has recently been completed on stream, and here's what I'll say. Pikmin 1 and 2 are great games, but they have problems. And if you play it with a Wii remote, and you're specifically in my setup, because like this, if I'm... Okay, so for those who don't really remember Wii technology, you have a sensor bar, right? If you point the Wii remote at the sensor bar but are too close to it, it doesn't like that. But if I'm all the way back here, yes, I have room to be back here, but listen to my voice and listen to how like far away I sound. I can't really, like I can put my mic here, but like this is not very reliable. I'm actually impressed that it's staying right now, because normally it doesn't. Normally it starts to fall. Is it, sorry, what's the other good one? Was it not DQ7 or was it DQ8? Like everyone like always says like one of the ones around there. There was a 3DS port. It's 8. Sorry, my bad. Not 7. 8. That's the one I was thinking of. That's how little I've considered it, is I don't actually know which number it is. But I know people like that one because it had like a 3DS port, right? And then there's the Switch 11S. Those are the two that I've heard. One of these two. I I'm not super into like the old school RPG, which is why I'm kind of like avoiding Dragon Quest. Like, I can get into it. I just need to be in the right mindset, and I haven't been there for Dragon Quest yet. But I will be is at some point. I'd recommend 11 over 8, but both are really good. 8 had Munchie the mouse. Fuck! I'm playing 8. Playing 8. No, I'll probably play 11, genuinely. That's just the easier one to get a hold of. Switch eShop is down. I might have a friend who owns 8. I don't know if you own it, Aaron, or not. But another friend might own it. But there is no eShop, so I can't download it anymore. So I'm probably going to play 11, to be honest. But that said, I think I'm good on RPGs for a little bit. You own 8 on PS2 if that doesn't bother you. I'll probably play 11. If I'm going to play 8, I would probably play the 3DS version. Legal eShop. I see what you're doing. Keep in mind, 3DS emulation is better than what it used to be, but some games still don't work. So that would have to be something I have to like research. Kid Icarus Uprising does not work in Citra still. Hacking your 3DS. That is an idea, but I only have one 3DS with a capture in it. And I know Ant Dude says it's really easy. I know. But if I fuck it up, and I have fucked it up before, I've tried to fix my 3DS when I broke the screen, if you may recall, from the Pokemon Yellow streams 2.5 years ago. I tried to take apart my 3DS myself and fix it, and it only made it worse and broke the capture unit. It costs whatever the international shipping to Germany is to get it fixed, plus the repair fees. I don't want to go through that again. So I do have another 3DS here, actually. This one does have a capture unit in it, but the capture unit is broke. And I've got stripped screws, so it's more or less not really usable. If I ever find a way to get the stripped screws out of it, then I can take it apart and fix it. You're looking for like 300 or 400 just to replace it. Well, that's to get a new one. I have been in contact with Murky before, who makes the 3DS boards, and they usually say as long as the capture card is still like mostly intact and you just need to replace a part, they've worked with me. They got that hooked up for me at one point. But that said, I don't want to fuck with the 3DS too much. Otherwise, I would. Like I said, if I ever find a way to get these damn stripped screws off, then this one does have a capture unit in it. It just needs fixed. This is not a Murky board, though, so I can't send this to the guy in Germany. This is a Katsu board, which Katsu went under like 8 years ago. So there's no one that can fix it other than me, myself, and I through fucking around and finding out. But anyways, Pikmin. Pikmin 4 looks like a great game. Pikmin 1 is a good game. If you start with Pikmin 1 and then work your way through the series, you'll probably have less issues than I did. Also, with these new HD versions, you won't have to deal with that finicky Wii remote technology that I was just talking about. You'll just be able to play the game, GameCube controls. Hopefully, it's at least the Wii version, like internally code-wise, because the Wii version of Pikmin 1 allowed you to rewind days, which is a very handy feature. It's widescreen at least, so they do have that at least. For the did they actually show that? Yeah, they showed that in this block, right? This is available today. It's $50 for the two of them, or for one each. If it's $50 together, that's not too bad. It's for two of them, $50. That's not too bad. For a Nintendo, that's not too bad. I'll take that. 25 each or 30 each if you don't buy them together. Fair. You know what? That is fair. I'll buy that. 2 of them?
2 of them?
That's right. I would say that's a good price point for Nintendo. I mean, obviously it could still be lower. But given Nintendo's track record, Skyward Sword at $60, not bad. Not bad. You're lucky you've paid $60 because that's what RPG Mario is. They want $60. I can see it. It is, you're right. It is a game from what, 92? $30 amiibo. Yeah, for this? Yeah, I have it right here. I paid the full fucking price for that game. Yeah, this one being 60, I can see. I hate to say it, but it's Nintendo and it's Square. I'm actually surprised it's not 70. I'm actually kind of surprised it's not 70 when I think about it like that. Yeah, it's Nintendo and it's Square, so I'll take it, I guess. I've heard a lot of good things about this game. Unfortunately, I will buy it at full price on release, and then I'll suffer. But yes, I do recommend the entire Pikmin series. This does mean all 4 games will be on Switch, so there's no reason for you to not play them. Pikmin 1 is a good game. That is, I think, in my opinion, when you play other games first, it kind of seems lacking in a lot of ways. Like just the 3 Pikmin types, 30-day time limit, a good enemy variety, but not the largest enemy variety. No, like Piccolopedia or anything like that. Pikmin 2, however, introduces a lot of good changes. It introduces caves, it introduces the Piccolopedia, it introduces $10 net worth Louis. I don't personally love the caves. I do have problems with them. It's complicated. I do like them, but I do have problems with them as well. I would say the majority of my frustrations from that game came from just like throwing Pikmin off the wall, like off the side of a cave that had like a bottomless pit because the Wii remote fucked up, or just because like the depth perception was weird. Pikmin 3 has a lock-on mechanic, and unfortunately, because I started with that game, I have this perspective of I need to fucking lock on in order to like play the game. That said, Pikmin 4, I can't say on the specifics for like the controls and stuff how this one will be without actually playing it. But I mean, what can you say with the trailer alone? Visuals are great. Music seems on point. The new Pikmin types seem good. Otachi is wonderful. I love this concept of going in the house. The cannon beetle that we saw is fucking massive. Also, that sleeping Boba boy. There he is. Yeah, look at that giant cannon beetle. Imagine like waking up, walking down the stairs, and just like the size of this controller, just like right there next to your copy of Click. It's just an armored cannon beetle. What would you do? What would you do? And then it goes, and then it like puffs out the boulder at you. Yeah, I think I would shit on command. I don't think I could do that. Why do you insist on calling him Otachi? Is that not his name? What is the dog's name? What did She Says do? Is She Says looting the bulb? Please don't do that. Where's Bulbman, by the way? Speaking of that. I need Bulbman back. Yeah, that's just Olimar from the bad ending of Pikmin 1. Dandori. Sorry, it's not Olimar, it's Dandruff. My bad. Looks good otherwise. I want to see the return of the Piccolopedia. I didn't realize that the Piccolopedia was in Pikmin 3. I think I probably figured it out at the end of my stream series for that, but didn't fully realize what it was until I played Pikmin 2. The Piccolopedia, particularly Olimar's entries into it, where he goes over like all of the like genus and like, you know, talking about like how dwarf Bulborbs are not actually Bulborbs and they are a different species doing mimicry, which is incredible. They say his name a lot in the trailer with the dog. I guess I could listen to it again.
Here's called Pikmin. Good boy.
Ochi. What was I calling him? Was I calling him Otachi? I guess that was a little minor dyslexia. I've been calling him that for like weeks. What is this? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I like that one though. Douglas, do you like that? Do you like that too? Oh yeah, me, yeah, same here.
Boy, you course nation.
Ochi, Ochi, Ochi. I'll have to remember that. It's gonna be hard to unlearn it, but I'll get it eventually. Right at the ending of the game. Oh, there's my thumbnail. Hang on. Just need to grab something real quick. Yeah, got it. All right. Screenshot grabbed. All right. Yeah, it's like a mid-stage Bulborb between its larval state and like the mature form, which is cool because, like I said, the dwarf Bulborbs are not actually like a teen Bulborb. They are a separate species. Yeah, Pikmin 2 has a lot of really, really interesting stuff like that. I think that was my favorite part of the game was the Olimar entries into the Piccolopedia. Since I rediscovered that is in Pikmin 3 and I've been replaying Pikmin 3 just to refresh myself, I will say a lot of the texts for like Bulborbs, for example, is the exact same as it was in Pikmin 2. So that's a little disappointing in Pikmin 3. But that was also added to the deluxe version, so I don't know fully how to feel on it, but it's still good that it's there. I guess it wasn't there in the original version. I'll rather have that than nothing. Let's hope we get all new entries in a similar vein. Curious why they didn't show any more of the Splatoon DLC. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't either. I was really under the impression that would be coming out like soon. Also, no date on the Mario Kart is really surprising as well. It's been like, what, 4 months since the last wave? I guess it's glad to see we're getting the 2 new characters. We'll talk about that in a moment. Watch it be next week. I guess it could be then, but why wouldn't they say that? It'll probably be sometime next month if I had to guess. If they didn't go ahead and announce it now, it'll probably be like next month. Knowing my luck, it'll be when I'm on vacation and visiting my friend down in Memphis. Sonic Central on Friday. What more is there from Sonic to be announced? I don't think we're getting a new 3D Sonic game so soon after Frontiers to be announced, right? It's his birthday. Okay. They'll probably do like a rerun of the orchestra. Maybe they'll do another. I mean, we also just got Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for April Fools. I guess, I don't know. We'll see when we see. I probably won't cover that, to be honest. I might talk about it if there's anything interesting, but I don't think I'll be there to watch it. Do you know when Splatoon 3 was announced? It was a September Direct, I believe, 2 years ago. It came out. Wait, when was it? Actually, hang on. Let me fact check this. Let's see. When was Splatoon 3 announced? Splatoon 3 initial release date was September 9th, 2022. That doesn't answer the question. It was revealed in a February 2021 teaser trailer. Okay, never mind. That was a long time, actually. For some reason, I thought it was like less than a year. From like announcement to drop. But I guess it was a little over a year. Says, tune in for a sneak peek of some of our upcoming projects, partnerships, and events. I mean, maybe. Might get an update for Frontiers, like, updates. All right, I forgot they're doing that. I don't think I'll probably go back to Frontiers. Honestly, I've been thinking about it, and I'm like, I'm good. Unless they do, like, a substantial, like, whole new, like, island that's, like, wholly new and, like, good, then maybe. But I liked Frontiers, but not enough to, like, go back to the game just yet, I don't think. Anyways, this is very good. It is the PS. So here's something interesting. Metal Gear Solid 1 has only ever been re-released as, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, chat. It's only ever been released on PS3 if you pre-ordered the collector's edition, right? We're not talking Twin Snakes. Just like the original version has only ever been re-released on PS3 that one time. I don't think you could just go on the PS store and buy it, unless I'm wrong. I could be wrong. That said, the original version of Metal Gear Solid 1 is really hard to fucking play. Like, I have the PSX version on my shelf, and I have Twin Snakes. But, like, yeah, playing this in, like, HD, like, emulated HD, unless you're, like, actually emulating it yourself, it's really hard to find. Weirdly enough, though, this doesn't actually look like it's running on Switch. I think it is being emulated. Like, this looks crusty as shit. That might just be, I mean, it's definitely part of the art style of Metal Gear Solid 1, but it looks just like blurry on the edges to the point where I don't think this is actually running on a Switch. That said, this whole collection is on every system, so I'm glad to see this on Switch. Metal Gear Solid 1, I like the Twin Snakes version more because, yes, it kind of botches the cutscenes and definitely the music. Definitely the music. The gameplay is just less shit. I hate to say it that way, but Metal Gear Solid 1, in my opinion, is not a game that's aged very well if you didn't grow up with it. That said, I love this whole series. Metal Gear Solid 3 is definitely the best in the series. I would say a lot of people do say to start with 3. And I would say if you have never played, maybe wait for Delta 3 and start there. But if you're just like right now looking to get into it, this collection has the original version of Metal Gear 3. Actually, is it the Twin Snakes version? Or sorry, Snake Eater? I guess it says Snake Eater. I was going to say, is this Snake Eater or what was the other version? Like Sustenance? What was the other? No, it wasn't called Sustenance. What was the other version of Metal Gear Solid 3 called? Hang on. Metal Gear. Apparently MGS 3, the other version, had Substance. I was really close. Not Sustenance. Substance. Apparently that version had multiplayer. But this is the Snake Eater version, which is the version I played.
Solid 3, Snake Eater.
I mean, this doesn't look like it's running on a PS2, at least, so...
Survive the jungle.
This might be the HD version.
You can also enjoy...
This is definitely being upscaled, though. That's being emulated. Looks okay. Yeah, that's a different font too. They made the font more legible. This looks like a good collection. Do we know the price on this? I don't. Konami hasn't made games in so long that I have no idea. MGS collection price. Not the HD version. $60. $60. Is it worth $60? Wait, hang on. Actually, wait. Did that something else said $20? So now I don't know. I'll go back. Metal Gear Solid Master Collection. The eShop bundle at $59.99. The eShop has the first 3 numbered games listed as separate titles. Oh, okay. And they are $20 each. Okay. Metal Gear Solid 2 is the game of all time. That's all I'll say. I like it. I like the series. They have very good stories, and they're not long games like Xenoblade. Like, I recommend Xenoblade, but that's a commitment. Metal Gear Solid is not that much of a commitment. If you have a lot of time, you could probably clear it in a weekend. Yeah, if you buy the whole volume, it's $60. Each game individually is $20. Not bad for the individual. Guess it adds up if you're buying it $60. I guess I would have liked a little bit of a discount, but all right. WarioWare in Japan is called WarioWare Super Smooth Moves. Interesting. Yeah, it definitely looks like smooth moves, so that adds up. A little sad that's not a Wario Land. Also a little sad. This isn't an indie direct, but a little sad that Pizza Tower is radio silence for Switch. Is Anton Blast coming to Switch? I haven't played that demo. I saw there was a demo for it. Or at least I saw Vinesauce played it. Maybe he had an early access demo or something. I don't know. Pizza Tower won't be getting ports for a good while. Probably not. But would be nice to see eventually. Anton Blast is coming to Switch. Okay. I was going to say, we are desperately in need for some good Wario Lands. 4 is still not yet out on Switch. So, play 3 if you haven't, by the way. It's good. It's not quite the same as Pizza Tower, but it's a good game. That said, I would have really liked a new Wario Land game, of course. Mario fans have finally stopped starving, though. That's the takeaway from this direct. Remember in the last direct when, like, I don't mean to call people out, but someone, like some YouTuber made like some kind of like video saying that Nintendo had forgotten about Mario. I'm like, yes, very good. They forgot about the face of the company. Good idea. Like I said earlier, this course almost looks like Mario Kart 8 graphics.
Of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe boost.
I said this before with the last wave, and probably the wave before that as well. Each wave of DLC, the graphics look better and better. Like they look more and more like Mario Kart 8 courses. It's still weird that it doesn't just like launch that way, but I guess they've gone back a little bit and done some tweaking to some of the older stages as well. So it's almost like we got like a beta release and then they just like kept releasing it and then like slowly improving on it. It's all right. I don't care that much, but I know some people are really bothered by it. But this looks good to me. This course looks great. Finally, Luigi will be 10% less stinky. Who's that in the background? Wait a minute. Also strong clean.
Racing into Wave 5 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe boost.
Who is this character right here? Can you see my mouse cursor? I think you can. Who is that? You probably can't see that all that well because it is small. Who the fuck just got hit by something back there? Can anybody make out who that is? Looks like fucking Nabbit, but it's not. I don't know who that is. Oh god. Transform, reset, transform. There we go. Sorry. Yeah, I can't tell who that is. It's probably not anyone new. But I was just like, huh, that's weird. Oh, it's Inkling Mail. That's what it is.
Pass DLC. Introducing.
This course looks good. New Mario sponsors apparently have been spotted. I guess, yeah, because of the like fabric cleaner. Toy boat. Okay, we're good. This course aesthetically reminds me of Ribbon Road, I guess, but it's a new course. So, that's good.
Characters are also being added.
Peter. There he is. He's so fucking small, though. It's kind of funny to look at him. He was so tall, and even in Tour, he was pretty big. But, like, he was so tall in Double Dash that he hit his head on the roller coaster. I'm happy to see him. He was my favorite character in Double Dash. All right. I'm glad we're finally getting new characters. Birdo was cool in the last one. Peter coming back is cool. Wiggler coming back on a Wednesday. Also pretty cool. Also, Sleeping Goomba from 3D World. Very nice. Very curious what his icon will be. Probably just his head like this, right? It's a fucking Goomba, Luigi.
Piranha.
I'm sorry. Do they go down into the drainage? Yes, they do.
More characters are also being
They go into the drainage. They come back up over there. I see that. And then
from Mario
in
Kart
the drain,
Double Dash,
was that a wedding ring?
Piranha.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's like Wendy's ring in particular.
From Mario Kart.
Mario 3 background? I think that's the original Mario on the walls. That's like the original Mario sprites. Isn't it? Or no? No, that's too detailed to be Mario 1. Is it? Actually, it might be like, I don't know.
7.
It's pixel art. Yeah, that's what it is.
Wiggler.
Liquid dish soap, orange. Very tasty. I'm glad that they add flavors to my favorite drinks.
And from Mario Kart Tour, Kamek.
This is interesting. Do I have to do the whole? Did you know Mario 2 was Doki Doki Panic in Japan, but for Mario Kart, by saying that this was a Mario Kart 64 character? I feel like that's like, you know those iceberg memes? It's like, how much do you know about Mario Kart? Comic and Mario 64 or Mario Kart 64 is like at the top of the iceberg. Everyone knows it. It's cool to finally see them in a main game. Let me just see King Babam. Also, wait, we're getting 5 new characters, right? Total, including the ones we've already seen, meaning there's 1 or 2 left. 2, right? No, 1. Do not start pronouncing his name like that. I know, I've always pronounced it as Kamek. I don't know why he says Kamek. That was actually subconscious because he said it, and then I was like, oh yeah, voice acting. If I hear it, I gotta listen. No. You cannot do this! Everybody pronounces it like Kamek. Yeah, everyone does.
Wave 5 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course
6
Pass
total new
DLC.
characters, so there's 2 left. 2 left. We got Birdo, and we got 3 new ones here. There's 1 more wave, right? 1 more wave of DLC. So I guess we get the last 2. I know there have been rumors of a potential Booster Pass 2. I don't necessarily know if I buy that. Guess I would be okay with it, as long as it's more like the latter half of Booster Course or Booster Pass. Like more of that, sure, I guess. I would like a new Mario Kart. I like Mario Kart 8, and getting new courses is good. But I've played this game enough. A new Mario Kart game that, like, changes up the mechanics. I know they can't just shit that out and have it out next week. I'm not necessarily saying that, but, like, If the decision came between Booster Course Pass 2 or start work on Mario Kart 9, which won't still be out for another 4 years, start Mario Kart 9. I can wait. This is great. You've already doubled the game's roster for me. At least that's my take. I understand, I guess, if people are just like, well, I already own this game. And if you're going to give it to me for free, paying for the expansion, then I guess it's fine.
For the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe actual cost.
I don't know anything about this game.
Complete with
Oh, right. No, yes, I do. I saw it. This looks like the laser piss arc from SA2. Just figured I'd share that. The lighting looks good. This character art looks great. For some reason, for me, the sprite work with the lighting, the sprites just are like too bright in contrast to the actual shading around them. I don't know. Weird nitpick. It's not the worst thing ever. I'm not gonna vomit from seeing this, of course, but that's just like my initial impressions. I like the HD 2D style. I can tell it's doing that, or trying to anyways. Yeah, I like this art style for WarioWare. The last WarioWare game, like I said, it was fine. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was fine. This looks more like WarioWare Smooth Moves, or Gold, or Rhythm Heaven. Where's Rhythm Heaven? Same devs. Where's Rhythm Heaven? Motherfucker, give me Rhythm Heaven. I will fucking take your knees, Nintendo.
Get ready
This looks
for
fine.
more
This looks good, actually.
In the latest WarioWare game.
I liked the idea of the last game, like I said. It was very tier list. It was very tier list. If you deliberately chose 9-volt, I think you had some problems. All right? Just gonna say that. What's with the moving part? With the Joy-Cons, you can't use your Pro controller? Uh-oh.
Hold 2 Joy-Con controllers, then
Oh,
action.
shit, they did say this.
Move your body to take on a flurry of light.
If they're going for what Smooth Moves did,
Fast.
I will say Smooth Moves, I never really had problems with the controls in the Wii Tech. It worked. Yeah, so it is actively a sequel to Smooth Moves, down to the controls. That's a good point, Froze. I guess I'll just have to play this for myself to really feel how I feel about that. As long as I don't need the analog sticks, I guess it's fine. Switch gyro has to be like calibrated a lot though, so I don't know. 1-2 Switch, like the launch game. I'm pleasantly surprised to see everybody 1-2 Switch is not here. I just want to add, they like announced that like a week ago, and it's like, yeah, people are gonna get mad if they see this in the direct. So let's just right now, yeah, right now, okay. 1-2 Switch's motion controls were fine. I did play that game at launch, and I played it at the press demo thing. It was fine. I actually enjoyed it at the press demo thing. That game was not worth $60, though. That should have been a Wii Sports pack-in. That game should have been a Wii Sports pack-in. Is everybody 1-2 Switch also $60? It probably is, right? That trailer last night was the saddest trailer Nintendo's ever put out. It's $30. Okay. I think that's if you're going to put a price tag on it, to me it's a $20 game. But at least it's $30. 1-2 Switch base game was not worth $60. I swear to God, it is not. $30, it's a party game. Do you have friends that come over and you want to have a good time? 1-2 Switch is a good game, I will say. let me finish my statement. Hang on. 1-2 Switch is a good game for people who aren't gamers. I have played that game and had a great time with people who don't play video games. I probably couldn't get those same people to play WarioWare, so WarioWare is for me. 1-2 Switch everybody is for them. Okay. I'm probably not going to get it. I can't even tell you the last time. I think I only ever actually pulled out 1-2 Switch at a party like once. Like when the Switch was still in its first year. That's it. What was the trailer from yesterday though? That was so sad. It was so sad.
React quickly with what you do and how you move depends on the micro game. React quickly.
I mean,
with
you
the
also
right
for this, they could like, if they really wanted to be assholes, they could like make us get the Ring Fit peripheral that like straps to the leg. Like you don't actually have to do this, right? You know that, right? You can just like do this, right? With your hand. You don't have to do that. But all right. Whatever. WarioWare's always been a silly series.
It's a silly little series, this one.
I enjoy the games. I like the LAN games a lot more, obviously, because I'm more of a single player guy. That said, I have had a lot of good times with friends who are gamers. They have played Fortnite, okay? They are gamers. I have played Wario Land, Smooth Moves. Actually, fun fact, one of the very first streams, not on Twitch, but on the YouTube VOD channel, one of the very first streams that's archived on there is myself, my current roommate, and another friend of mine playing Smooth Moves right before that Switch presentation that I've been talking about all stream. I don't know why that's been coming up on today's stream in particular. What is this trailer? Oh, this is... Okay.
Ninjas on the right, let fly your throwing stars.
Did you see the guy's face? He looked so upset to be there. Wait, where was that? Where was that guy? Fuck. I lost him. He's gone. Alright, well, whatever. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. I will not be getting that game more likely than not. But I'm glad. I am actually glad that that was not in the direct. That would have been something that pissed people off. So, okay, announce it before the direct. Even give me a second trailer before the direct. All right, whatever. November 3rd, huh? Oh, I'll probably play it. I will say I really like WarioWare Gold. That is my favorite WarioWare. It's kind of a cheap pick because it is just a compilation of WarioWare up until that point. But part of the reason is because no motion controls. And... well, actually, there was motion controls. There was the tilt, so never mind. I don't know. It just felt like a good and complete package. And yeah, it was one of the last 3DS games before the Switch came out. But the big reason is full Charles Martinet voice acting. The last WarioWare game had voice acting for everyone except Martinet. Like, Wario made like noises again. Why? Why? Why did they do this to me? He was so good when he was like speaking full sentences. God. And this was like my argument when it came to the Mario movie too, which Chris Pratt did fine. Whatever. Charles Martinet was good as like Mario father as well. But yeah, this looks good. Right? This game right here looks good. Right? All right. Also, holy shit, it's already 5:40. I've been talking about this for nearly 2 hours. We will wrap soon, I swear. I mean, we're almost at the end anyways. Yep, PAX. That's cool. I've never been to any cons, so this isn't for me. Amiibo figures. I don't even know what the Tears of the Kingdom amiibo does. I don't have it. I don't know if you can see it here. I have all of the Zelda amiibos except for the Tears of the Kingdom one. I kind of want it because I like Tears of the Kingdom a lot. It's not. Majora's Mask has a nostalgic thing for me, but Tears of the Kingdom might otherwise be my favorite Zelda game. It's a bit hard to say. I feel like I'm like parroting my opinions on Xenoblade a little bit because I did that for Xenoblade 3. But the thing is, I still feel that way about Xenoblade 3 more than a year later. Also, one of my keys came off keyboard. Do I care about Tears of the Kingdom enough to like drop the money on these amiibos right now? No. But also Ganondorf do be looking a little stinky. He looks like Ganondorf looks like he should play in that Mario Kart level, the bathtub. You gotta hear Charles as Magenta. Who's Magenta? What is this? Orange Piccolo. Oh, right, because Charles Martinet was in this, wasn't he? Yeah. Yep. Yep, that sounds just like Wario. Yep. That's good. I did hear about that, but I guess I didn't know any context. I still don't know who that is. Maybe that's a character from the movie. From a movie, I don't know. Or maybe it's just a character for that game. That said, these amiibo look fine. I don't even know what the Tears of the Kingdom amiibos does. I guess if I can get more paraglider fabrics, that's fine. Are you gonna give me weapons, armor, skins? I don't know. It's fine. I'm not like whoa, but like I'm okay. Ganondorf maybe summons his sword. There, I guess, light spoilers. I haven't beaten the game yet, but there are Ganondorf like there's a weapon set called like the Demon King weapons. So probably just gives those. They already data mined it and you can buy the chips. DM me because there might be people listening to this that don't want to know. I don't mind knowing. But yeah, DM me. All right, and last but in my opinion, certainly not least, Mario fans do be eating good today. You feel hungry?
Onward and upward.
You know what? I just pieced this together somehow just now. This is the first time since Sunshine that we have voice acting in a Mario game. Take that in. Like, for like, that is more than just like, woohoo! Like, that guy said a fucking sentence. What the fuck? Literally after I just got done complimenting Martinet as Wario, and then here I am saying the same thing. I think this game's art style looks great. I love squish wide Mario. It almost looks like claymation-y a little bit. Someone said it came from like they said it looked a little bit like a magazine render. Does anybody have that render that you were talking about? Because I would like to see that. Music sounds great. Yeah, that looks great. Oh, you know what? I think I know. The Mario 64 renders? Oh, no. I don't think it looks like that. Hang on. Let me see if I can't find something. Let's see. You know what it looks like to me? It looks like a modern take of this. Like, I guess like this almost. Right? This is what it kind of looks like to me. Yeah. That said, this looks great. Good. We got the doot-de-doos. Walking Pie. How did I not notice him before? We got the pumpkin Goombas. Oh, what, grind rails? Oh, shit, Sonic Adventure. Yeah. Roller skate, the level designs look good. This game is like oozing with personality, which is not something I can necessarily say for new Soup games. I was considering playing like New Soup DS, because like I have a little bit of nostalgia for that game. I'm good. I'm good now that I have this. There's some weird shit. Stretch. Stretch your arms from side to side. Only ones worth playing are DS and Wii. I would have played the DS one. Yeah, probably the DS one. I've actually never beaten New Soup Wii. I have it. I like New Soup Wii U. I do. It just came out at a really bad time. And didn't do anything fantastic, but it's overall a good game. That said, yeah, I'd rather play this. Maybe one day a DS and Wii stream could be in order. Wii would be good for multiplayer if I ever found a way to do that. This game just looks so good. It's technically the first time Daisy has appeared in a mainline Mario game since Mario Land. Mind you, her second appearance in a mainline Mario game ever. So, okay. My biggest problem with you is that you can beat it in 30 minutes. Oh, you could say that about a lot of Mario games with the warp zones. That's the thing with you, is it technically has a warp zone. It's just with the massive overworld. I could probably, I mean, I don't think I'm good enough, but if I practice enough, I could definitely do that with World, probably under an hour. You could beat World definitely under an hour. And I'm not even talking about like the Koopa like glitch or whatever that just makes the credits happen. In Mario 3, yeah, you just get the first couple of flutes in the first world and then go straight to World 8. You do have to do then all of World 8, but World is really fast because you just get to the first Star Road and then go around Star Road and then bam, Bowser Castle. World is fun. I do like World. We'll be playing that next week. I mean, hey, this gives me something to talk about when we're playing that next week. Yeah, I had a lot more to talk about with this than I thought I was going to. Holy shit. I know I always like run through and talk about these again. You know, if you just arrived and you would like to see the full breakdown and reactions, VOD will be up tonight at some point. But my overall impressions of this direct are, if you like Mario, there's a lot here for you. If you don't, there's a lot here, just not for you. Maybe. Pikmin looks great. The Metal Gear collection is great, though neither of those two are necessarily new bits of information. Princess Peach is a game. Detective Pikachu might be real. He's not a bird, so at least he can be real. We just have to think about it. Chat, can we come to an agreement? Is Detective Pikachu real? Yes or no? Magenta is a character in DBS Superhero. Okay. Is he voiced by Martinet in the actual movie as well? Because that would be cool. Yes. All right. Well, thank you for watching. There was no F-Zero, but that's okay. I wasn't really expecting F-Zero, but when someone like, I was like, so like I said before watching this, I told all my friends, I was like, I don't want to know anything about the Direct. Please do not message me about it. And then someone was like, okay. And then later they sent me a motion blur eye emoji. I don't know which one that was in reference to. Maybe the Metal Gear collection, because they know I'm a Metal Gear fan. He's so terrified of the water wraith potentially returning. Well, he's returning on your Switch. You can play with the water wraith game on your Nintendo console. There was no Tomodachi Life. Newsflash. Anyways, thank you everyone for watching. I'm sorry to have brought that most disappointing news to your forefronted attention. I am thirsty, but I have a drink right in front of me. I will be back in a moment. We're going to switch to Katamari Damacy, which is my first time ever playing this game. And I've seen it, but not really. So there's your ad for what's coming up. This AFK will be a little bit extended while I just grab a drink, stretch, walk around. I am also very tired though, so this segment might not be as long as it could be, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try to push for like an hour and a half.